Welcome to Tourism Talk. I'm your host, Mary Hammond, Director of the Paducah Convention and Visitors Bureau. And my guest today is Gail Robinson-Butler, and she is the Director of the Clements Fine Arts Center here on the campus of West Kentucky Community and Technical College.
That's right. I'm
got
happy
it
to
out.
be here. You did.
We're finally learning. You know, it's taken us a couple of years to be able to say it comfortably, the title of the school. You know, so we're not saying PCC, so WKCTC.
That's right. And it really says who we are.
It does, and I'm proud of this campus, the school, and the programs, the partnerships. What can you say? It's good stuff going on. And how long has the Focus Series, how long has this Clements Center been here?
Well, the Clements Center has not been here as long as the Focus Series has been in existence. For a while, the Focus Series did not have a home on campus. It was done in lecture halls in Paducah Tillman High School auditorium, but it has been going on now for 41 years.
Wow, I didn't know it had been that long. That's fabulous.
Right. And then the Fine Arts Center and the television studio in which we're sitting right now was built in the late 80s, or the mid 80s. So we've been around a while.
That's good. Well, I love the center. It is so easy access, easy in, get in there. There's plenty of space between the seats. If you're seated, someone can walk in front of you. You don't have to get up. It's just a nice layout.
Thank you. We really think so too. I love our theater, the intimacy of it. The seating that you're speaking of is called European style seating, where you have more leg room. And of course, it's raised seating toward the rear of the house, so that there really are, I know everybody says this who runs a theater, but there really are no bad seats in our house.
And you are intimate. You are right there with the performers. You know, you are right there. It's as close as I think I've ever been to a performance.
Right, and I think that's important with the kind of performances that we bring into the venue.
Now, although this is part of the school,
yes,
you do get support money, memberships. Is that how you're funded?
That is correct. For the Arts in Focus series, we are self-sustaining. We raise money. The Paducah Junior College Foundation underwrites us to a degree, but we make almost all of that money back every year for the talent fees and for the production costs that are associated with that. Now, the educational things that we do and the salaries and those kind of things are part of the college budget.
Well, and there is so much more than Focus. Focus is part of a larger picture here with the teaching of the arts, the Learning Center, the Channel 2, which is fabulous. And if you don't have Paducah2.org bookmarked, you better do it right now.
That's right.
Not only to see this program, but the many programs that come out of this studio that are really great. And it's surprising how many people watch them all the time.
I know, you're always hearing,
always.
I saw you on TV,
I know,
Mary.
Always. Oh, no. So, and programs that have a good price. And as you know from all the many programs, we'll jump right in there, from the main series, the Focus series, all the way down to the more casual and to the dimensional art, to the film. It's just wonderful.
And Backstage Pass, our coffee house series, we love that. Talk about intimate and up close and personal, that one certainly is.
Yes. Well, let's just jump right in with the Arts in Focus season, 2008-2009 season.
Well, I'm very excited about the coming season. I thought last year we had one of the best seasons we'd had in a long time, but I really think that this year has the qualities and the diversity to make it even better than last year. And I'm not just saying that. Sometimes it just works out, because what we're able to get into our venue depends on what's available to us and what's out there touring. So on October the 17th, we're doing our opening show of the Arts in Focus series, which is our subscription series. You can buy a season ticket for $78, which is really nothing for what you're what you're bringing in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shows.
Yes.
You can't beat that.
No, you really can't beat that. We are truly the best bargain in town. But our first show of the season is something called Champions of the Dance, and ballroom dancing is huge right now, and Latin dancing. And ABC's Dancing with the Stars, professional dancers. We will have 10 of them here on our stage on the evening of October the 17th.
Oh, we'll even know some of those names.
I
know
hope
we
that
will.
you will. I
Yes.
hope that you will, and you will definitely know some of those faces.
Good.
Now, it's not the celebrities
Right.
that are selected each year, although I understand that is going to be announced very soon. But these are the professional dancers, and they're called champions of the dance because they hold world titles in ballroom, Latin rhythms, jump and jive, just all different kinds of
It's good.
dance.
Well, America's got the fever.
They do.
They do, and I'm here to tell you from just being up in Newfoundland that yes, that it's not just here. That,
Oh, no.
That they're watching it internationally and keeping up and knowing those professional dancers. And probably there's more people today wishing to be a professional ballroom dancer than I'd say there's been in generations.
Oh, I agree. And it's not just in the United States because BBC is also running a series with the ballroom dancing. So it's, you know, it's just a great kind of dance and a
is.
lot of fun too.
Well, that's great. And these are the dates on these. I'm looking over. You've got, this is a Friday. The next one's a Thursday. Then we've got a Sunday afternoon and a Friday. So you can make these evenings out there. You know,
Right.
we have one Tuesday, but most of them are the weekends. Let's go right in Irving Berlin. Of course, we all love Irving Berlin, and we all know those songs and love them.
Oh, well, and you know, 70 years of music that you can hear there. And there are going to be so many things that people recognize, from White Christmas
Sure.
to Sisters from the same movie. I mean, there's just...
God Bless America, No Business Like Show Business.
Exactly.
This is, you'll
Putting
know
on
them
the
all.
Ritz.
Yes. That always
So-
makes me think of Capitol Steps where they do Putin on the Ritz. Anyway.
Well, and
didn't I see them here?
once a long
A
time
long
ago,
time ago.
you
That's
did.
when I first saw
you
them,
did.
yes.
They were first here, and this is going to be a great show too because it's told from the standpoint of his piano, which is an old honky-tonk upright piano with one broken key.
And it tells a story.
It tells the story, and there are 6 performers on stage, and they sing and they dance, and it's a fully costumed musical review
Oh,
with
it'll be
all of the
fun.
music of Irving Berlin. So, you know, talk about diversity. We've gone from champions of the dance to the 1940s style shows up through the 50s and the 60s because, you know, he was a very prolific songwriter.
Oh, yes. And that's the Thursday before Thanksgiving, 1 week before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
That's good timing.
Yes.
Good timing. And then, just as you know, if you're talking about Thanksgiving, that means the holidays are right around the corner.
Oh, my goodness, and
so
we're
there you
almost
go,
there.
December 7th, and with the holiday celebration. And now this is the community chorus. Now,
Yes, it is.
While we're doing this, I've got to get this straight in my own mind because I know if I'm confused, there are other people confused.
Exactly.
This is a community chorus. Not just people who go to school here or
Oh, no.
professors here, anyone in the community. Is there a charge to be a part of this? Do you try
No.
out? Do you just show up?
It is a non-audition chorus, which I think for a lot of people, all you have to have is the desire to come
Sure.
and sing, and a Tuesday night to come and rehearse. And Norman Wergler, our professor of music here at the college, is the director of the chorus, and they do 2 concerts per year. They do the holiday concert and the Pops concert.
Sure.
So all you have to do is show up and want to sing and come to practices, and you can be part of that chorus.
Now, kind of a neat thing that is, you have people who have singers in our community who have a little bit even maybe more training.
Yes.
So they may be part of the community, the symphony chorus.
Right.
And people are paying to see you. Here you don't have that pressure because there's no charge on these concerts. And so, it's, yes, it's a commitment and they want you to be there and be a part of it and sound fabulous. But they're not charging, so it does take some pressure off the people.
Well, I think it might take some of the pressure off the people. We do the no admission charge for those 2 concerts as the college's gift back
That's
to the
fabulous,
community.
yes.
And so we let people come and celebrate the
Sing along.
holidays and celebrate springtime
Sure.
with those, and we do not charge for those concerts. In fact, though, we have many people who belong
Belong to both.
yes, who belong to both the symphony chorus as well as the community chorus.
Seems like last year, at one of those concerts, and it involved other groups like the younger people as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
And because there are so many talented people in our, not just our community, but in our region, from southern Illinois to western Tennessee and western Kentucky, that there are plenty of people to populate both the community chorus here, the symphony chorus, the church choruses, who
Right.
have their own
Right.
own chorus. I mean, just wonderful. We need a mass choir one of these days. Put that on your long list.
On my long list.
Your long
Okay, I
list.
can put that on my long list. The short list is truly
I
full
know.
for the coming season.
We do a mass choir sometime.
But it's a great way for people to come
Yes.
and sing, and then for the community to come and hear it. And we do it on a Sunday afternoon because there's so much going on
Yes.
during the holiday season. So we do it at 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. It takes about an hour, and people leave singing
Yes.
Christmas carols because that's how we close it each year.
That's the one last year we had the ambassadors come
Yes.
and everybody sat together. And that's fun, not just for the ambassadors, but for any group you may have to make it a holiday outing.
That's
with
right.
but being no admission and to talk to you. If you have a group that wants to do that, make an outing.
Please, and just let us know
Yes.
because I think for you
Can't beat
guys, we
it.
did some reserved seating and we blocked off an area of the theater, and you did lunch prior to coming, and it was a wonderful day
What a
for
nice
them.
outing, from a Sunday school class to the Red Hats.
Exactly.
Whatever, a family gathering,
And
mini
if
reunion.
people want to come and do that,
Yes.
just give us a call and we'll
That's
make
great.
those
What's
arrangements.
that number?
534-3212.
3212. 534-3212.
That's-
But then they've already got it bookmarked on their computer.
We hope so.
Paducah2.org, so
Right, or Arts in Focus.
Arts in Focus, that's right. Okay, moving right along, past the bad weather, we'll get right here before Valentine's Day to, how do you say it, Ailey?
Ailey.
Ailey, A-I-L-E-Y.
Ailey
Ailey
2. Now, dance buffs will know that Alvin Ailey Dance Theater is the premier African-American modern dance company probably in the world. And Ailey 2 is the second company. And Ailey 2 is very cutting edge, young dancers, emerging choreography, and this is the 50th anniversary of Alvin Ailey Dance Theater
Good.
in the United States. They're located in New York. This will be the second time that Ailey 2 has performed on our stage, and I can't tell you how excited we are to have them. They are something that any dance enthusiast, dancer, young dancer, old dancer, whatever, even if you just like to watch
Sure.
dance, you should come and see this. And we're also doing a lecture demonstration for area school students that morning, because talk about great role models. That happens on a Friday. We selected the Friday so we could bring students in at 10 o'clock that morning, and then of course
Right.
the full company will do a costumed full performance that evening.
Not only on the main stations on cable, do you have the Dancing with the Stars and You Think You Can Dance, and then
Yes.
the ones with the young people doing the kind of modern and break dancing? My terminology may be old.
No,
But
you're
all of
absolutely
that,
right.
This is the type of dancing you would see on some of those shows.
Yes, this.
They would probably judge.
So You Think You Can Dance is probably where you would see a
Okay.
lot of this kind of dancing with young dancers. And the choreography is very cutting edge with most of the things that you would see there. Alvin Ailey was not only a wonderful dancer, but his choreography has made history. And the dance that people will see here is phenomenal and not something that you're going to see every day anywhere.
Well, isn't this, boy, am I getting out on a limb here? The dance now, I mean, it's got acrobatics. I mean, it's so much
Oh,
deeper than
yes.
traditional dance, or what you might even put into categories. You can't put this in a category.
No, you really can't.
It's so all-encompassing. It may have some ballroom type moves in it. It
And-
may
and-
have swing. It may have anything, but just all modern and all over the place.
And many of the Ailey dancers are also going to be classically trained dancers.
Yes.
In other words, they've been dancing since they were 3.
Sure.
And so they're going to have the flexibility, the technique of a classically trained ballerina, but then they're going to use this in the choreography that is certainly cutting edge and that tells stories.
Sure. You see a ballet move, but chances are it could be in a tennis shoe, or it could
Or
be
barefoot.
I know how different it all is.
Or
Wow.
barefoot. So it's a very
That's
exciting
good.
time for us. And we have made it one of our priorities to present dance because it's not something that is
Right.
presented in Paducah.
You're exactly right.
And
Finding the
so-
niche there, that's too
Yes,
cool.
and so we have made it one of
Good.
our priorities to present various styles of dance. Last year we did ballet. This year we're doing ballroom and modern dance. So we
too
hope
good.
to continue that too, and with the help of the Kentucky Arts Council and the
Yes.
Southern Arts Federation and the National Endowment for the Arts, we hope to continue to do that.
That's fabulous. Then we get to a whole different type of
Oh,
music.
yes.
A whole other type. You are really across the board this time. That's good. Buddy Holly tribute.
I know, I love this show. I'm so excited about it. It's called Vaughan, and it is the new Buddy Holly tribute. And I think that if you remember anything about the 50s, poodle skirts, you know, the sitcoms that we all grew up with on TV, the twist, the hula hoop, you know, this is where you need to be on that night, because it's going to be a great evening of fun. And, you know, when we do surveys of our audience and we say, what was your favorite show that you've ever seen in this theater? Many times it was the Buddy Holly story. So we looked for, we did the musical several years ago of that. So we look for things that we can bring the audience when they ask for a specific kind of music. And they ask for this. So here it is.
It brings you to your feet.
Yes, it does.
It does.
And
That's
hopefully you're going to stay on your feet for that
Well,
one.
that's the kind you go home and you go, oh, I clapped a lot. I'm feeling it. You know?
Well, we always know when we've had a success by the way the audience leaves, and they're going to leave humming the music and
Oh, that's
singing
good.
along and in a good mood and ready to go out and hear some more, I'm sure.
Now, my very favorite show. I remember when I saw the movie Bye Bye Birdie.
Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, yes. Thanksgiving. I think it was like, what, 64?
I don't know, you're giving us away,
know.
Mary. But Bye Bye Birdie is going to be the
great.
WKCTC production this year, our spring musical, and we're very excited about it.
Well, I know you are, because the talent is deep, and the productions
is.
that you all did this last year.
Little
here-
Shop of Horrors.
Oh.
It was a great show.
What was the other one? The one's down Don Maley,
When we did the Mikado.
Mikado, the year
Yes,
before.
yes.
They're fabulous.
And we are very proud of those productions. It takes the entire staff and the community to make it happen, because we have music directors, assistant music directors, the director of the show. We have to have our technical director, Todd Birdsong, is, you know, building and designing and lighting and doing audio. So it is truly a campus and community-wide event when we do one of our own shows. And what people don't realize is that we audition in January for these shows, and then they start rehearsing very soon after, and they rehearse up till that point in April. So the commitment that the community and the performers give is just incredible.
And the offices. And I say that because of Fowler and the productions
Yes.
that he's been in, that I feel like we're all right there giving him
Yes.
support throughout the practice.
You have to be.
rehearsals. Yes.
And they need the support of the people
do.
that they work with in order to be
to
able
get it
to
done,
come
I
and
know.
do it.
You're right. Well, that'll be great, and that takes us through Quilt Show.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for the fact that it's during Quilt Show, surely you could have found me a little part.
Oh, you know, I think we might still find you a
Oh,
little
I would
part,
love
Mary.
to do Bye Bye Birdie. I'd probably have to be the old spinster teacher, but
I doubt it. There's a
That would
song
be
in there,
fun.
though, called The English Teacher in the show. So,
I'll be in the background with a
you know,
ruler.
and people are going to recognize a lot of the songs from that show, too.
Oh, yes.
Put on a Happy Face, One Boy, and lots of famous musical theater classics come from there.
Well, I wonder who'll get that lead.
I don't
Let's
know.
see. Well, then you come right back with the Pops concert in May, and that
That's
sort
right.
of winds up the entire main Focus subscription.
Right.
May 2nd. It's always a nice. That's right before Derby.
That, again, is on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh, it's a Sunday. May
Yes.
2nd will be Derby. Okay, that's
It's
good.
a Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon, that's
And
nice.
it's at 3 o'clock again. And it should be a great show. You know, we'll be doing things
Definitely.
from Broadway, and we'll be doing some popular classic music pieces, and then the Broadway shows and the pop scene. So it'll
That's
be a
why
lot
we
of
love
fun.
the Pops.
We do.
Because we
love
like to sing
pops.
along. I love the classic. I love classical music. But sometimes you just, especially in the spring, you need to be able to burst out in song.
That's right.
That's good.
And anytime you feel like it during this show, just go right on.
Oh, no. Look, who stepped on the cat's tail? But that's only one portion of what all is happening out here. I mean, it goes on. to
And
your-
on and
yeah,
on.
and on, from your campus series and backstage and the Southern Circuit of independent filmmakers. I mean, what do you want to do next?
Let's talk about the campus series because I'm really excited about the campus series this year.
Yes.
Last year we closed that out with Punch Brothers with Chris Thiele, and we
Yes.
actually turned people away at the door.
I know you did.
It was a wonderful show, and so people said, "What are you going to do next?" So what we're going to do next is a new country artist who's recently signed with Warner Brothers, 22-year-old Whitney Duncan. She was on Nashville Star in 2007, and she recorded My World Is Over with Kenny Rogers in 2004. And When I Said I Would is already playing. It's a video playing now on GAC, which is a country video station,
Sure.
and it will be released. It has been, in fact, released to the radio.
Cool.
So we're hoping that the timing is just right for her. I know you remember my days from Summer Festival when one of the things that I did was really try to latch on to new and upcoming
It worked.
artists.
It worked.
And it did.
And I hope
so
you're
we're
carrying
trying
this
the
on.
same thing
Wonderful.
here.
Well, go to YouTube now and just put in Whitney Duncan and
Yes.
check her out. And the same with Greencards.
The Greencards, and they're an Americana folk
Sure.
alternative kind of newgrass feel as well, much like the Punch Brothers. In fact, the William Morris Agency is one of the best agencies
Yes.
around, and I booked the Greencards with one of my friends from there, and I think that that's going to be a great show. And this has a universal appeal because they're not from the United States. They're from the UK, from Australia. So
Greencards.
the Greencards,
Really?
yes. So they
I did
all
the
have,
Greencards. That's
they all have
Sure.
working green cards, and that's where their name comes from. I guess I'm not sure about that.
Well, so you've
but
got
check
folk
them
and
out.
world music kind of, and it's
Yes.
acoustic, and you've got
Yes.
what they've toured with Bob Dylan and Willie Nelson, so kind of give you an idea. I mean,
Right.
It's got to be great.
And the Austin Music Awards is
Yes.
a lot of times a chart to judge new music from, and they took the best new band at the Austin Music Festival in 2004. They were nominated for a Grammy just this year in 2008 for Best Instrumental. So these guys can play.
It's good. If you want to read more about them, go check on the website and do some research on these people because
Yes.
it's really good.
And our brochures will be out this week, so they can pick them up at your place, here at the college.
Now, don't pay any attention to
various
the fact that she
location.
said this week. That just means when you're seeing this,
That's right.
the brochures are out.
Any week, that's right. The brochures will
Tammy's
be mailed.
shaking her finger
Yes,
at us.
that's right. That's right.
So, and then Backstage Pass, this is where you do the coffee house style.
Yes.
What a wonderful, innovative way of hearing music. It's so casually, inexpensive, up close and personal.
$6.
I know it, but and as we talked earlier, copying is, somebody copying what you're doing is a nice form of flattery.
it
And others
is.
are picking up on this because
Right.
it is such a cool way right on the stage.
It
I don't mean
is
to embarrass
very
you.
cool. It is a very cool way, and that's okay. We've known each other long enough. You can embarrass me. And it is a very cool way to come and hear great music. We have it catered now, and we do coffee and desserts and that kind of thing.
Cool.
So we've decided, since other people have picked up on what we started doing with local songwriters, that this year we would not do as many of those. We're not doing a Writers in the Round, and we're not doing a Songwriters Night, but we're taking it to the next step. And so we have emerging country artists that are signed with labels, songwriters whose music, for instance, in March, Bryce Long
Yes.
from Katie's up in the Hopkinsville area, who now lives in Nashville, of course. And his music is being recorded by John Michael Montgomery, Merle Haggard, Gary Allen, Randy Houser, a new up-and-coming country artist, is doing a lot of Bryce's things. We have a local bluegrass band, the Koch brothers.
The Koch brothers, yes.
Actually, who are related to me. So,
Oh.
yeah.
But the cool thing is that the college, and with your scheduling, you've always been able to find the niche. And now there are others filling that niche of some of the local songwriters just out of the blue down at Etc. Coffee Shop.
Right,
So
right.
now this gives them a place to, where they used to come here, be there. Now when they raise their level, to come here as well. They're just still, it's all part of the same,
Right.
the same thing.
Right. And I'm sure we'll do more songwriters
yes.
nights in the future. And we are also
What great partnering.
right, we're also having the West Kentucky songwriters
Yes,
meet
that's
here
too
on our
cool.
campus. And they meet here every other month, and they critique each other's
Yes.
work. And you know, we did several songwriter seminars for them last year.
That's what the college is all about.
It is.
We're getting the sign.
no,
We don't
are
have
we
too
getting
much
cues?
We're getting cues here, so we're just going to kind of quickly say, you know, there is the keynote series with Homer Hickam coming up with the Rocket Boys.
And that's
Too
amazing.
cool.
One
Yes.
campus, or one book, one campus, one community read. And the final event of that will take place in our theater on October 24th. We're doing a town hall meeting for students. We'll be doing a book signing at the public library in the afternoon downtown, and then back here for the evening.
If you haven't read it, it is really good. You'll see our a lot of things differently, and I loved it how he grew up. And, it's
Tom and I
becoming
listened to
an
it.
astronaut.
Yeah, we listened to it and we were laughing out loud. We listened to an audio book. If you don't have time to read,
Yes,
go
that's
check
the
out
way.
the audio book.
Well, and the library has such a fabulous
Yes.
selection, and I'm sure they have several Rocket Boys.
I'm sure
with
they
this
do
being
by
one
now,
book, one
because
one
they're
campus,
one of
one
our
community.
partners.
That's good. And we'll just touch on this. We'll have to meet again in the
Yes.
spring. Gwen Hyman Rubio with Icy Sparks.
Yes.
And I've read that also.
New
Fabulous
York
book.
bestsellers list, one
Oprah
of
book.
Oprah books. So you know, it's
I
a
know.
great, and it talks about the Tourette syndrome, and Icy as a young girl had it, and so you know, it's a funny, heartwarming book.
And with question and answer. That'll be fabulous. March 3rd. Don't miss the gallery exhibits here
That's
in the
right.
Clements Fine Arts Center. Karen Anderson has a
Yes.
show. Paducah area artist, beginners with the students, art faculty, the Yiser Permanent Collection. I mean, what can you say? It just goes on and on.
And it's all free. That's
And
free.
That's free. And then I love Southern Circuit Tour of Independent Filmmakers, partnering with Maiden Alley. It's fabulous.
and the
schedule,
Paducah
one,
School
two,
of Art.
six,
There are 6
Paducah
of
School
them.
of Art. Oh my goodness, 6
And
different.
this is a Southern Arts Federation program, and Southern Circuits is just what it says. It's a
Yes.
series of independent filmmakers. The really cool part about this is that the filmmakers will be here.
That
and
is
there's a
good.
question and answer session with them as well.
And that's everything from talking about food and politics and leukemia and a journey around the globe and New Orleans Mardi Gras Queen story. My goodness. African American film
Society, all
yes.
kinds of different things.
Topiary artist. My goodness. Okay, 1 minute left. Do some homework. Get on this website. Look at these fabulous programs. Mark your calendar so you won't miss one of these. And if you do, there'll be something coming up in the next week or two. I can't get over the amount of activity that's happening in the arts in Paducah.
That's right.
And I'm so thankful that the college is a leader in this, always has been, finding the need, looking for the emerging artists, not only nationally, but locally, right here in our community.
Right.
And thank you for that.
Well, thank you. And if you don't have access to the
Yes.
web, all you
Yes.
have to do is call and we'll mail you a brochure.
534-3212
3212.
or 1-800-PADUCAH will get it to you as
That's
well.
right.
So don't worry about it. We just want to see you. We want you to be a part of the arts. It's happening here in Paducah, the new art school, all these, the Maiden Alley Cinema, Yiser Art Center, the Carson Center, all of us together. It's fabulous. Be a part of it. We want you to know that this community is for you. So much to be a part of. Thank you. See you next time.